Good evening, everybody. Welcome to this edition of Mound Hockey Academy Hockey on ASTV Productions. I am going to be your play-by-play commentator for tonight's action, Graham Forsyth, joined alongside my caller commentator in Seth Rock. Our apologies if the visuals are laggy on tonight's broadcast, folks. We are off location right now as a broadcast crew due to the weather, but still happy to be able to try to bring you all this game tonight. Seth, I know you're in Morden, Manitoba right now. I'm a ways away from you in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Hopefully we can get through this game tonight without too much lag, but we'll have to wait and see, of course. But two teams ready to get going here very soon on this Friday night for some hockey.
Yeah, this is definitely a very interesting sort of circumstance we got here. Definitely not used to being not at the arena and commentating on the game, but we're here, we're doing our best, and yeah, like you said, it's a little laggy, but we're gonna try our best for you guys and everyone that's at home watching this game.
And one of the coolest things about this so far, Seth, is that the camera operator, whoever it is, got to show us the Buffaloes walking by, heading onto the ice as Nax is on the ice already. But this matchup tonight between the Pilot Mound Hockey Academy U15 male prep male Buffaloes, as I should say, taking on the Northern Alberta Xtreme U15 prep team. This is our pregame show for tonight's action. Seth, these two teams have played once only this season, and that came back on February 6th, where Northern Alberta Xtreme ended up beating the Buffaloes on the road on Nax's home ice, 14-0.
Yeah, obviously, the kind of lost Buffaloes don't really want to see too often, but it's all about getting back on your horse and not letting that loss bother you too much, and really trying to get back to your game in this game here tonight.
And that actually wasn't in Nax's home rink. That was at the Rink Training Center in Winnipeg, Manitoba. I believe the Buffaloes at that time were there for a tournament. But for the Buffaloes, they come into this game on just taking a look at it, taking a look at their losing streak, a 5-game losing streak right now. For Nax, on the other side of things, they're on a 15-game win streak heading into this one. Obviously, two teams on opposite ends of things in terms of the streak here for themselves in their last games. But, for the Buffaloes, definitely something we talked about yesterday is that effort level has to be at a high level tonight if they want any chance.
Yeah, 100%. We saw what happened in that other game versus RHA last week on Wednesday. They just did not seem like they were. Yeah, RHA has a lot of skill and speed, but it did not seem like the Buffaloes were too. They didn't. It didn't seem like they had their heads in the game too much. They were caught flat-footed a few times, and they were just really struggling to get the puck out of their own zone. So definitely in a game tonight, against a Nax team with all these skilled players in the lineup, you want to be 100% into the game, and you want to be have your foot on the pedal the whole way through. And I think that's what Pilot Mound's going to be trying to do right from the start of the game.
Now, I'm not sure who is going to be starting here tonight, Seth, as we were unable to get the starting lineups for both teams, but you'd have to think a player which we will be seeing a lot of tonight on Nax's side of things is number 7, as listed on the CSSHL League website, Cole Reshny, who has 78 points in 21 games played.
Yeah, this guy is. We talked about him a little bit on yesterday on the Inside Scoop, but yeah, this is a guy he has got it all. The goal scoring ability with 30+ goals, and that dish master ability we talked about as well. Having 46 assists, so 78 points in 21 games is already nuts just to think about that. But yeah, definitely keep your eye out for Cole Reshny tonight, because he's going to be one of the marquee players to watch.
Cole Reshny coming into this weekend not only leads his team in points with 78, also has 32 goals and 46 assists to make that total, but he is second in the whole CSSHL U15 prep division in points. Talking about the Buffaloes, obviously we talked about it yesterday, but I think it's good to mention it here. Obviously in a game like this, it's going to take a complete effort to beat Northern Alberta Xtreme team that is first place in the standings and that they got blown out to, but who do you think is going to be that one player, maybe a few players from the Buffaloes that need to be able to make a difference in tonight's matchup?
Yeah, well, early in the year, I personally myself, I didn't get to see too much U15 Pilot Mound Buffalo action, but now that I have been able to cover this team more often, quite often in the recent weeks, there's one player that has really stuck out to me, and that is Adam Kelly. Just the way he's been playing and the way he's carried himself in the past few games, really impressive to me. Playing that, I compared him to Brendan Gallagher on Wednesday, but he's that guy that isn't afraid to get into the dirty areas. He's gonna play hard through all 60 minutes of the game. He's not going to take his foot off the gas. Plays hard in the defensive zone, does his part there, and get chips in offensively as well, and is definitely one of those leaders out there you can expect on all aspects of the ice.
Now, going back into NAC's Northern Alberta Xtreme, just taking a look at their goaltending, another thing that stands out on their team is how good their goaltenders have been, and one especially in Ryan Groot, who leads in almost every single category out there and has an undefeated record of 13-0. They got another goalie in Jordan Switzer, who's 9-1 this season with a .903 save percentage, as well as a shutout. Groot has 3 shutouts for himself, but for these two goaltenders, I mean, whichever one plays, how excited should viewers be to see these two in action, whichever one gets the start tonight for Nax?
Yeah, they should be pretty excited. This is a team that, just by looking at everything, I can't find help myself and find a lot of comparisons to the NHL's Tampa Bay Lightning. Very skilled offensive core. Very strong defenders, and then some of the best goalie in the league, you could say as well. So a very strong team. You can expect them to be getting I know you asked about the goaltending, but just everything right from the forwards to the goaltending is going to be on point. And whichever goaltender's in net, you can definitely expect a good performance from them.
Well, Nax, the number 1 team coming into this weekend in CSSHL action with a 22-1 record, taking on the Pilot Mound Hockey Academy U15 Prep Male Buffaloes for their second matchup this season. The Buffaloes at 5-17 on the season as well. One of their wins coming in a shootout, looking for something magical this weekend. Starting off with tonight's game between the two teams in the first 2 games this weekend. We are going to send it to a commercial break here, and me and Seth Rock will be back for the start of this game. You're watching Pilot Mound Hockey Academy Hockey on ASTV Productions. Stick around for the game after this commercial break. Oh, my apologies, folks. I was muted there. Sorry. Welcome back to Pilot Mound, Manitoba, everybody. We're just about to get set for this game here tonight between the Buffaloes U15 program taking on the Nax U15 program, the Northern Alberta Xtreme. That's what NAC stands for. I'm going to be your play-by-play commentator for tonight's action. Graham Forsyth, joined by Seth Rock, of course. Seems like we can't hear any sound from the arena, but I checked the broadcast, Seth. We can hear ourselves there, so that is good news. Of course, key for the Buffaloes in a game out of any team to get an upset potentially could be a fast start. How important that will be tonight, in your opinion, Seth?
Yeah, it'll be massive, and the main thing is I think they're going to want to take advantage of Nax's, maybe bus fatigue. They were sitting on a bus all day driving through that stressful snowstorm. So maybe one thing if you're the Buffaloes is to come out fast, use your speed, and really try to catch this Nax team off guard, and maybe that'll do some wonders for you.
Yeah, it's definitely going to take a lot to beat this Nax team. Not only do they have Kolreshny, but they also got so many other players that can put the puck in the net. Should be exciting to see it roll out tonight. For both teams, how this game is going to go. Two teams on opposite ends of the standings, almost literally. But we will have to see. The ref is at center ice, ready to drop the puck here between the Buffaloes and the Northern Alberta Xtreme. Centerman coming in to take the draw for the Buffaloes, as well as Northern Alberta Xtreme, and we are underway here on this Friday night. Nax with the puck in their own end. My apologies, folks. It is tough to see the numbers here, but we will try our best. It's a Nax player right behind his goal line. Sends it up towards the hash mark. Shot on net, or wide of the net for the Buffaloes. It's in the Nax's possession now, and they send it up. I believe that is Carson Carroll's with the puck. He is going to send that across to a teammate. The teammate sending it right back. Carson Carroll's able to send it to a teammate, and it gets out of the Buffalo zone and into Nax's zone.
And I believe that was icing on the play. I couldn't really see the puck too well, but yeah, a very quick start. Buffalo being able to get a little bit of offensive zone time early in the game, but not too much has happened yet so far in this game.
And our apologies, folks, once again. It is hard to see the jersey numbers out here, but we will try our best to give you guys the best commentary as possible. Shot on net, saved by the Buffaloes goaltender. Not sure if that's Keen Reed or Pete Moreau in net for tonight's action. Up near the boards, a bit of a lag there in the stream. It is number 17 for the Buffaloes, and that is Jack Perrier bringing it in. Nax in possession of it. They rim it around the boards, out of the zone, and I believe this will go down for an icing, and it doesn't. It gets waved off. Nax able to beat it. A Nax player down low with the puck, battling with the Buffaloes player. Nax able to recover it. It's number 15 for Nax with the puck. He sends it towards a player. It's up to the point, across. It's going to go down low for Nax. Still in possession of it, cycling it around really well here. Up towards the blue line, tries chipping it by the Buffaloes player, but unable to. And Nax able to hold it in, but the Buffaloes sending it out for an icing on the play, and we'll get a draw inside of the Buffaloes' own end.
Yeah, you kind of alluded to it there. So my apologies for the stuttering, but yeah, some excellent puck movement early by Nax. Being able to get a few opportunities and try to keep that. The puck was on the outside, but they were able to move the puck well. Some nice crisp passes and even some opportunities on net.
And Nax sending it down low into the Buffalo zone. It rims around the boards, and they are in possession of it, battling with the puck down low. Nax still in possession of it, carrying it up towards the blue line, dishes it to the outside. A pass to number 5 for Nax. He sends it to a teammate. The teammate for him, he ends up trying to send it towards the net, but it's blocked up nicely by the Buffaloes. Number 21 for Nax now. That was Braden Klimke. Sent it down low. Buffaloes sending it around the boards, but that is covered up by Nax. And there will be a penalty coming here on the play, sending the Northern Alberta Xtreme to the power play, I believe, for the first time in this game.
And what a big opportunity early for Nax. Try to get on the board early, and I wasn't actually able to see who got the penalty and what the penalty was. But yeah, big opportunity for Nax nonetheless.
And the penalty will be coming to number 23 of the Buffaloes and Hansel Chakuz, and that will send Nax on the power play, of course, with 17:39 left in this first period of action. So things still early on here for both teams to break the tie. It's Nax, a nice forecheck on the power play, up to the point. It is number 6, I believe, passing it to a teammate. That goes up to number 17. Shot is going to be steered away by the Buffaloes goaltender. For Pilot Mound on this penalty kill, it's number 6 with the puck, and Hayden Harsani. Harsani gets it back. Harsani shoots. Shot on net. Save their rebound. And I believe it was covered up, and we will get a face-off. And Seth, Hayden Harsani, the second leading goal scorer on Nax this season on the power play there, showcasing some nice moves.
Oh, yeah, definitely. He's playing the point on the power play and made a few fancy head fakes going into the net, but I can't believe Owen Breeze, number 11 on there, wasn't able to bury the puck. Almost looked like he had a wide open net, and was unable to get it past whoever was in net for Pile Mound. I still don't know who that is.
Yeah, we'll
Can't
have to
tell.
get an update on that. It is Nax with the puck. Up to the point, it's a shot, and that is going to be, I believe, steered away by the Buffaloes goaltender. Breeze with the puck. Now he's going to go across to number 17. Playing it to a teammate was number 17. Number 17 gets it back for Nax. It's going to be a shot wide of the net, I believe. And it's going to be Zachary Larmour with the puck, or Larmour. Now puck there, it's going to be a shot in the slot, rebound there, but it's going to be turned aside by the Buffaloes. Behind the net now, working with it is Nax. It's been all them on their power play. Shot looked to be wide of the net from Breeze. Nax with it down low. It's going to be sent to the point. To, I believe that is the number 11 and Owen Breeze, but the Buffalo is able to get it out, and finally getting it out after all that pressure applied by Nax on the power play.
And I believe in net it is Keen Reed. I'm pretty sure I did see a 2 on the back of his jersey, so I think I finally got one of the goaltenders down.
Seth, how is this view looking for you? It is lagging a bit for me at times, but overall I feel like I can see the game pretty clearly here.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you. At times it gets a little bit bad, but other times it's been pretty clear, and right now it seems to be pretty clear.
Yeah, I can finally see some numbers, and for the Buffaloes, they are in their own zone right now. It is, I believe, it is tough to see numbers now, but it is sent towards the slot in the Buffalo zone. Loose puck there, and Nax still on it. And Nax, so far, Seth, has been controlling the majority of this possession.
Yeah, and Nax has played excellent so well, and so far not so well. And yeah, this power play, and even going on, this power play soon expires if it has. And they've played excellent, and they've put on so much pressure, and have been so aggressive as well on the puck.
Number 2, Jason Wallier sending that down low, a Buffaloes player on it, as that is number, I don't know who that was actually. It is tough to see this, but it is out of the zone now, and Jason Wallier with the puck. He sends that up to a teammate near his own blue line. The Buffaloes, looks like Nax changing, so they have some time to break this out. A turnover into Nax's possession. Taking it wide as Braden Klimpy ends up sending it to the point. It's going to be Harsani with the shot. No, just kidding, not Harsani. Number 17, Zachary Larmour. It's going to be sent towards the slot, but the Buffalo is able to clear that away from the front of their net. It's going to go back to number 10 to the point, a shot, and that's going to be turned aside by the Buffaloes.
Good shot by Ryan Miller. No, and don't get confused with the goaltender Ryan Miller. This is another young kid growing up in the Nax development system.
Oh, it's a pretty cool stat there, Seth. Ryan Miller. Don't get that confused with a goaltender who's way older than this Ryan Miller, hey?
I don't think anyone would have made that mistake, but I felt like I just needed to mention it.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm just teasing you there, but it's gonna be number 21 in Braden Klimpy with the puck. He brings it in, and it's gonna be turned aside by the Buffaloes. Of course, Keen Reed in net for the Buffaloes tonight. It's Nax with the puck, just above the circle. Shot ends up going into the corner. Number 22 for Nax at the blue line. He's going to send a pass to the right to his teammate. Nax down low. It's going to go back to a Northern Alberta Xtreme player. They're working this down low. Continuing to work, but the Buffaloes, their player for them, ends up winning the battle and steering this puck away. It is in the corner still. Northern Alberta Xtreme with the puck, getting it up to number 14 in Lucas Kaplan. Now it is to the point. A shot is going to not be able to get to the net as it was blocked. Number 11 now, Breeze sending it to a teammate. This is going to go down low once again. Nax really controlling the puck here and cycling, controlling the play. Number 14 for Nax, trying to cut in and making a nice move, but the Buffaloes there, a player to stick that one away.
Yeah, great moves by Lucas Kaplan there, but a good defensive play for the Buffaloes.
Good shielding of the puck there for Nax. They continue to work this puck. It's going to be shot but blocked, and it is now going to be out of the Buffalo zone. 10-0, as you can see there on the scoreboard, are the shots right now, as we do get a whistle in the play, a stoppage in the play, with 12 minutes to go here in the first period. The score still ties between the Buffaloes U15 prep program and the Nax U15 prep program.
And the Buffaloes haven't generated too much offense so far, but some good things from them I've noticed so far early is their defensive play, blocking a lot of shots and keeping pucks to the outside and doing a good job of defending in front of, I believe it is, Keane Reed in net.
Landon May with a tight turn in his own end also gets physical after that play, and Landon May, for those of you that don't know, is a new addition to the Buffaloes late in the season, with only 6 games played on his resume with the Buffaloes up to this point.
Yeah, and one thing I've noticed from Landon May's game is he's been getting a lot of minutes too, playing in those big situations, whether on the power play or on the penalty kill, and 5-on-5 as well.
Yeah, and I had a chance to almost talk to him last night, but had some technical difficulties with my mic, so I can't wait to talk to Landon next week on Coffee with Graham, which will be a lot of fun, also with Liam Tatuni, that show going on Thursday. But it's Nax with the puck, it's out to the point, a shot from number 21, and Braden Klimke goes wide of the net on Keane Reed.
Braden Klimke, looking for his first goal, of course, does have 9 assists, but was denied there.
Nax continuing on with this relentless puck possession. It's Klimke with the puck. He plays it up to the point, but that's going to be fanned on by, I believe, I'm not too sure who that was, but Northern Alberta Xtreme.
I think it was Hayden Harsani.
Hayden Harsani with it, with the block there, as Seth just said. Good eye catching that, Seth. Once again, those glasses for you, my man, coming in handy, as I don't have the glasses like you.
Yeah, definitely. It's almost like a superpower, but
yeah.
Yeah. Like you were saying a few moments ago there, Nax, it's been all Nax so far in this game. Some excellent puck control and offensive zone possession, but just haven't been able to generate a goal so far.
Ends up to the point, a shot, and that one is going to be deflected out of play. And yeah, Nax so far, proving why they are the best team in the league. Being able to really be dominant against this Buffalo squad so far, and good on the Buffaloes getting into some shot lanes here early on as well, helping out their goaltender in Keane Reed.
Yeah, he is. They've been very good defensively so far in the game. We'll see if that keeps up as the game transpires.
It is Nax down low with the puck. 2 Buffaloes there as well. 2 Nax players there, and it's going to go up towards the circles in the offensive zone, the face-off circles, the scrum there. It's going to be Nax with a shot on net. Keane Reed sharp on that one, able to steer it away. It's going to be up to the point to Owen Breeze. Breeze stripped of the puck, and now here's the Buffaloes. It is number 22 in Tyler Wambolt with the puck. Tyler Wambolt losing possession of the puck there off of a miscue on the move. It is Bo Murray out there. The Buffaloes turning it over, and now here's a chance for Nax circling around a lane. It's going to go to Wallier. Wallier sends that one down low. Number 14, Lucas Kaplan there, unable to cradle that puck off the boards. It's the Buffaloes below their own goal line. Number 10 for them, and Joe Balabanski ends up sending it to a teammate. Joe Balabanski getting it back. I believe that's who it is. He banks it off the boards and out of the Buffalo zone. I guess we'll get a read on who's in net for Nax here later on in this game. In the second period, we'll be able to maybe view his jersey, Seth. But overall, their goaltender so far, whoever it is in net, hasn't had to face a ton of rubber, or any at all.
Yeah, and oftentimes if you don't see a lot of shots, it can be a little bit hard to stay focused on the game. So just look to see if Pilot Mound can catch the Nax goaltender on maybe a shift where he hasn't been paying as much attention because of how little rubber he's seen, like you said.
And I believe they haven't even got a shot on net, Seth, so he has not seen any action except for coming out of his own net to play the puck in this game so far.
And
as we can see
go.
here, 12-0 with 8:27 left in this first period of action. The score's still scoreless, but it's been all Northern Alberta Xtreme so far.
Yeah, Northern Alberta has just done such a good job at just maybe not generating as much shots as they would like, but they're just moving the puck so well in the offensive zone, and they're just, winning all the little battles.
A shot, I believe that went high of the net. We had some lag there, folks. Our apologies for that. Number 19 for Nax now, and Morelli ends up sending that to Klimke. Klimke shot there, and it's going to be behind the net now. Nax with the puck.
Almost thought he squeezed that puck in between the pad.
It looked like it for a sec there, Seth. It is going to be down low for Nax. They continue on the puck. Good support there. The Buffaloes trying to get this one out. Cuts to the inside, but it's going to be turned over. The Buffaloes now with the puck. They end up chipping this one off the boards. It's up to the point to number 21. Now in Klimke. My apologies. Klimke, yes. That one ended up not resulting in much for Klimke from the point as he kind of fanned on it. That shot from the point, from another point man, Klimke ends up taking it, but that shot before ended up going wide of the net. I believe this is Gage Sutherland now, and Sutherland, if this is who it is bringing it up in the neutral zone now, and it is Gage Sutherland, kicks it to the outside with his backhand. The Buffaloes able to send that one down low, but Nax here able to make an outlet pass back, or pass that Buffaloes man, and now it's going to be sent into the Buffalo zone.
And you for Gage Sutherland on that rush, I think next time if you get that situation, you just want to shoot that puck, maybe try to catch the goaltender off guard because, that pass went into the skates and ultimately was turned over.
And Gage Sutherland, a player who can rip it for the Buffaloes this season, Seth. We're just going to pull up the total stats here. And I believe you look at his stats this season, he can put that puck in the net as he has 13 goals, which is tied for the second most, and also tied for the second most assists on the team. So he can do both, but Nax here in tight, and they're unable to get that one in the net. Keane Reed standing tall. It's going to be in down low, and it's going to be wide of the net. But Nax able to keep it in, sending it down low. They have two boys on the puck. It's going to be sent to the point. Next with it now. Shot from the point from number 11 in Owen Breeze. And it's sent into the Nax's zone. They have to break out once again. Adam Kelly now coming out on the forecheck. It's going to be number 9 as well for the Buffaloes on that forecheck. And Liam Chartrand, but it's going to be Nax breaking out of the zone now. Number 14 with the puck for Nax and Lucas Kaplan. It's going to be a shot that's not going to end up going in the net. It's turned aside there by Keane Reed, I believe. It is shot from the point. Turned aside by the Buffaloes once again by Keane Reed. Nax with it on the outside. And it's going to be sent down low. Number 14 and Kaplan with the puck now. Kaplan ends up sending this to his point man. It's going to be to Klimke now. Klimke unable to make it past the Buffaloes player, and now here goes number 27, Adam Kelly, but he was stripped of the puck. Nax in the neutral zone now with the puck. They're picking up steam past the blue line, and a nice strip there of the puck by the Buffaloes, and they're able to get it out. And it's into the Buffaloes bench as well with 4:38 left in the first period. Shots 15-0 for Nax, but it is a scoreless game still at 0-0.
Yeah, one player for Nax I've noticed has done an excellent job so far is, for puck possession is Braden Klimke, who, interestingly enough, is for all the players on this team, on this Nax team that have 20-plus games played, he is farthest behind in points on the team, but he has been playing excellent so far in this game.
And it's going to be a shot that ends up not making it to the net, blocked up by the Buffaloes, and there will be an icing, I believe, on the play. Getting another face-off into the Buffalo zone, as we've seen many times already this period. But the Buffaloes, surviving 16 shots without letting up a goal. Not something you like to see as a coach, obviously, giving up that many shots, but gotta like what this team has been able to do to keep these shots out so far.
Yeah, and one person you can give a big pat on the shoulder to is goaltender Keane Reed, who's been fantastic so far, to say the least.
Yeah, no doubt about it there. He's going to have to continue to keep up his strong play if this Buffaloes team will want to have a good chance to win. And speak of the devil, Keane Reed stopping another puck there as we will go to another face-off inside of the Buffalo zone.
It's almost eerie, every time we talk about, the shots and whatnot. It seems like the camera guy can almost hear us. Maybe he's tuning into the stream himself.
I believe he can hear us from our side of the broadcast there, Seth. So I'm not sure why we don't have any sound on the game, which is odd, but at least we are able to see the visual, right? So
yeah, there's something
going on here, but we're happy to bring you this game. It's at the point a shot from Nax, but another save, another cover-up by Keane Reed.
Yeah, Keane Reed's just stood so tall in net so far today. He's played so excellent, and looks like we got sound now.
We do finally have some sound. It is nice to hear. Of course, for those of you just tuning in, we're near the end of the first period. Nax is tied here. The Buffaloes are tied with the Northern Alberta Xtreme, and the Buffaloes looking to get out of this period without giving up a goal, and another save made by Keane Reed with 3:21 left in this first period.
Yeah, almost 20 shots in the first period. I mean, that's absolutely unheard of. And like I said, Keane Reed's shoulders are going to be pretty big after tonight's game so far with how he's played.
It's possession by Nax, bringing it in. Down low was a defenseman from the point. It is failed to be sent into the slot. It's in the high slot now. Kick to the right. It's going to be a shot, and that's going to be turned aside again by Keane Reed. The Buffaloes, it's number 10 in Balabansky. There for Pilot Mound. A Buffaloes defenseman battling down low. I believe that is defenseman. It is a scrum near the boards, a puck battle, and the ref blows the whistle. And if you're the Buffaloes, Seth, what do you think the game plan is going to be for them to try to at least generate a shot at this point?
Yeah, it's definitely been tough, and I think it's a matter of them getting to move their feet. We did see that rush by Gage Sutherland, and they almost got a shot on that play. So just maybe try to get one individual effort, and who knows, maybe that individual effort can spark the team and they can generate more offense.
It's number 21, Braden Klimke, out on the ice, and that's a name that we've been mentioning quite a bit, or that I've been mentioning quite a bit, and now Nax with a shot on net, but Keane Reed coming up big again for the Buffaloes here. Near the end of the first period, 2:20 left to go here in Pilot Mound, Manitoba, between the Buffaloes and the Northern Alberta Xtreme here in the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, it seems like Klimke is really wanting to get his goal. He hasn't scored a goal yet on the season, so yeah, he's definitely been trying his hardest to try to put one in the back of the net so far.
Speak of the devil, Klimke there with another shot, and that was another save and stoppage in the play, covered up by Keane Reed. There's the Buffaloes looking to break out here, but it is kept in. It is Buffaloes down low once again, folks. My apologies for only saying the team's names. It is extremely hard for me to see most of the numbers out here, as some parts are really easy to see, but some parts are not. But we will try our best anytime we can to call who it is out there with the puck. And now, here's a pass to the point, and now gets through, and that is going to be a goal on the play as the puck goes in.
I believe it hit someone on the way through. It looked like the puck kind of had stopped up while in the middle of being shot, and it kind of just fluttered into the net. I could not see who that puck hit on the way through.
And after 24 shots, the 24th one finally goes in for Northern Alberta Xtreme. They are up 1-0 here with a little bit of time left in this first 20 minutes of action from Pilot Mound, Manitoba. 1:41 left here in this first period. The Buffaloes end up winning the draw. This is sent across. It's played up now, and not being able to receive that pass was Adam Kelly. He ends up going in. I believe he is on the line with Bo Murray as well. Speaking of Bo Murray, he was right there for the Buffaloes. He ends up taking this puck in the defensive zone now, tries playing it off the boards, and there will be a whistle here on the play now. And not too sure what is going on. Looks like we are going to get a penalty, 2 minutes for interference coming up to the Buffaloes.
Yeah, and obviously, when the puck gets hemmed in your own zone, it's hard not to take a penalty at times, and you get caught flat-footed, and then there's a penalty right there for the Buffaloes. And the main thing for the Buffaloes, I'd say on this PK, is try not to let them score before the period ends.
On Schotler out there at the point for Nax. He ends up getting this pass from a teammate. Brings it towards the middle, kicks it out to his partner. Schotler getting passed back. He ends up going across there to Harasani. Harasani has that one blocked. Harasani. The puck now, that is Schotler. It's going to be Harasani now, and Harasani. My apologies for pronouncing his name wrong, folks. It's going to be Schotler with the puck, plays it back across to Harasani now goes across to a player. It's going to be a pass to the high slot, turned aside there by Keane Reed. Harasani now battling with the Buffaloes player, able to stay on his feet. Harasani from the point sends it towards the high slot to the point for Schotler. Shoots. Save made there by Reed. Nice defensive play by the Buffaloes, and they're able to get it out.
Yeah, that was a much-needed clear right there for the Buffaloes. They can get some fresh legs up there. Very good play by Buffalo's defender. Was unable to see who it was that cleared that puck.
And now taking it up is number 14 in Lucas Kaplan. Kaplan now takes this towards the net, and that is going to get a stoppage in play with 0.2 seconds left in this first period of action. And they just decide to sound the buzzard here to mark the end of the first 20 minutes of play. Northern Alberta Xtreme has been extremely putting on the chances here in the first period, Seth, with 24 shots to nothing at this point. Might get an update on the scoreboard as well at one point, but if you're the Buffaloes, got to be a victory for themselves just coming out of this period, only giving up one goal.
Yeah, I agree, and Keane Reed, big piece in why it is only 1-0. He has played excellent so far. And it already looks like he could have already gotten a Player of the Game award so far. Obviously, it's only after the first period, but yeah, Keane Reed, some massive goaltending and some excellent saves by him, and point-blank saves nonetheless as well.
Yeah, and we will get into more of that during the first intermission of Seth's Inside Scoop here, Seth. It looks like our camera guy is going to be taking a break, so we will be taking a commercial break here, and we'll be back with this intermission's edition of Seth's Inside Scoop. But before we do that, we're going to hear from our first period of sponsor, In Case Financial Group, and we'll play some other commercials while me and Seth get ready to go. You're watching Pilot Mound Hockey Academy Hockey here on ASTV Productions. Stick around for Seth's Inside Scoop after this commercial break.
At CM Engrave, we create more than just trophies, medals, and signs. We create time. Time for family. Time for growing your business. Time for the moments that make you, you. With more than 30 years experience for all your engraving needs. CM Engrave.
Welcome to Pilot Mound Hockey Academy, your world-class academic and hockey training facility created to maximize each student's athletic and academic potential. Blackjack Stewart Arena, home of the Buffalo, is inside the 46,000 square foot complex, as well as a curling rink and other facilities. The students have a unique combination of successful, well-rounded education at Pilot Mound Collegiate Institute and the professional hockey training in an encouraging community. The years of experience of on-ice coaching propel our students to the next level, both mentally and physically, in a professional environment. At Collins Hotel, we have you and your family's comfort in mind. Relax in one of our 16 suites featuring king or queen size beds and 36-inch TVs. Suites also include a mini fridge and other kitchen appliances to make your stay as comfortable as possible. During your stay in Pilot Mound, visit Weiser's Restaurant, our attached family-friendly restaurant and bar. It is the perfect location to host group meals, dine with the family, or unwind after a hockey game. Come in and meet our friendly staff offering daily specials on food and drinks, Wing Night Wednesdays, Buffet Fridays, and multiple TVs to watch the game. Weiser's is the place to be. Collins Hotel and Weiser's Restaurant and Bar, located across the street from Blackjack Stewart Arena off Highway 3 in Pilot Mound.
Well, welcome to this intermission's edition of Seth's Inside Scoop, everybody. Graham Forsyth here, back with Seth Rock. We are off location right now, and that is why we cannot see anything right now. So I am going to, throughout this segment, try to make this look as nice as possible. Our apologies for the black screen. We're going to spice it up a bit here and put this stuff on. I think this looks a bit better, hey, Seth, even though it's not the ideal situation, not being able to see the rink ourselves, but we have been having some lag. How do you think this looks, man?
It's better than just a plain black screen, and we're doing with our best with what we can, and I think it looks good, Graham.
Okay, sounds good. As long as it looks good, we can get this thing rolling. So not sure how much longer they got to do the ice, how much longer it's going to take because we can't see what's going on right now. But Seth, the Buffaloes only letting in one goal in that first period. They got to be absolutely taking that one as a win, as they gave up 27 shots as opposed to 24 as was reported on before.
Yeah, and, there's not much to... You pretty much nailed it right there. There's just no offense from the Buffaloes. They've really been struggling to get pucks out of their own zone, and it's definitely tough. You gotta feel a little bit bad for them, as they are going up against one of the better teams I've ever seen. And as far as hockey in this age group goes, some excellent kids on this team putting up some crazy numbers, and like we saw in that first period, just shot after shot, and Keane Reed had an answer for almost everything.
Keane Reed in that period was on the top of his game, of course, only letting in one goal. Definitely going to take a big performance from him throughout a full 60 minutes or over the course of this game for them to be able to have a chance to beat this heavily stacked, heavily favored Northern Alberta Xtreme team, you have to think.
Yeah, and I think, maybe going into this first intermission, they can get some momentum, as they did kill that second part of the penalty kill off right before the end of the first. So, that can bring them some momentum. And it's just discussing all the right things in the room, whether, just trying to forget all the bad and trying to erase all that and go to the good, and, just try your best and use the feet and try to get some opportunities and take shots from wherever you can. That's the main thing if you're the Buffaloes. Whenever you have an opportunity, just rip a shot. Doesn't matter where it's from. Who knows? The goaltender hasn't seen much rubber tonight, so who knows what pucks are going to go in and what are going to stay out.
Yeah, for sure. These opportunities for the Buffaloes in the offensive zone have not come often tonight. And definitely, Carson, Gage Sutherland, my apologies, made a pass successfully, but would have liked to see him, maybe if you're the Buffaloes, try to take a shot in that situation, because he has a pretty good one. 13 goals this year in all the total games they've played.
Yeah, especially for a defenseman. But yeah, even though he wasn't in the most optimal shooting area, a shot is better than not getting a shot at all. And next time, if he's, I believe if he gets that situation again, he's definitely going to 100% take that shot. And yeah, just a little bit more effort like that. Maybe you see another guy trying to race that puck up. I know you don't want to see too many individual efforts, and it's a team game, and I know that. But maybe to generate some momentum is just getting a guy doing some fancy things, getting an opportunity, and who knows, that may spark the team.
Obviously, as you know it, for me, it's been tough being able to figure out who is exactly who out there. But overall, I can tell you that Nax did a very good job of, using their speed, getting to the loose pucks, and winning the puck battles down low, as well as controlling the puck and really making high efficiency passes in their own zone, making high percentage passes. Was that, part of what made Nax so successful in that first period, in your opinion, Seth?
Yeah, 100%. Using that speed, and once they get into the offensive zone, they're making those great tape-to-tape passes and really using their speed to cause turnovers too. Their forecheck has been absolutely unreal. As soon as Pilot Mound gets the puck in their own zone, it's like a guy is on him before he can even think, and they turn the puck over. So excellent forecheck and excellent puck possession as well, like you had noted.
Obviously, if you're the Buffaloes, they are sending two men on the puck down low, but for Nax, they've just been out-muscling them on pucks with two of their own, and then also having that third guy coming in for good support as well when they do have the opportunities to do that. But for the Buffaloes, they gave up a lot of shots. It was tough for them to keep up with Nax when Nax was in their own end, but at times, the Buffaloes getting in lanes of passes and getting in lanes of shots, definitely something they need to do more of in this game to help out Keane Reed.
Yeah, definitely. I actually did think they did a pretty good. They did get 27 shots against, but I did think they did a good job as far as defending goes in this game. So a lot of that, especially in the earlier half of that first period, they were really doing a good job of keeping pucks to the outside, not really giving Nax much to work with through the middle. But as the period went on, Nax started to get those opportunities, and then we saw that goal. So just trying to keep the play to the outside and really trying to minimize the speed and then work from there if you're Pilot Mound.
What do you think it's going to take for the Buffaloes to be able to, get more offensive opportunity in this period, Seth? Obviously, it's been tough for them to get out of their own end, and when they do, it's been tough for them to enter Nax's zone. But what is that thing you're looking for, or maybe a few things for the Buffaloes to start getting some more opportunities and more shots in general?
Yeah, it's almost hard to think of any of these because Nax has used their speed so well and their skills so well in this game. But I think one, I would like to see a little bit more physicality from the Buffaloes. I didn't really see too much of that in that first period, and who knows, a big hit, some strong aggressive play can maybe lead to turnovers and cause the momentum to shift a little bit.
Yeah, and that is definitely something that the Buffaloes can use to their advantage because we have seen when they have been physical at times this year, sometimes that has resulted in good things, and we definitely do know that. Players like Bo Murray, Adam Kelly as well, Gage Sutherland. There's some players on this team that do like to throw the body. But Seth, we are going to go to a commercial break here. This is going to conclude it for this intermissions edition of Seth's Inside Scoop. And when I come back with Seth, we will have the call for you all for this game between the Buffaloes and the Northern Alberta Xtreme. You're watching Pilot Mound Hockey Academy Hockey here, the CSSHL regular season U15 prep male division game between the Buffaloes and the Northern Alberta Xtreme here on ASTV Productions. Stick with us as we have the second period call for you guys after this commercial break. We are back here in Pilot Mound, Manitoba. Well, not for me and Seth. We are at home tonight, staying warm and staying safe out there. For anyone who's on the road as well tonight, or has been on the road today, hopefully you have been safe, because it has been pretty nasty out there from what I've heard, and it was nasty in Winnipeg. But 2:17 now, or 2:16 and counting left on the clock before the puck drops for the second period. The Buffaloes on another penalty, looking to kill it off here. Seth, what do you think the strategy for them has to be on this remainder of their penalty kill?
Yeah, I think just trying to get to pucks first, and as soon as you get that puck, you want to try and just dump it down. I know it's hard because you got to shoot through traffic, and there's, they got an extra guy out there, so it's definitely hard. But yeah, just trying to settle pucks down and get them deep, and really try to get the puck down to the other end of the ice as soon as possible.
Yeah, and as you can see it here, the second period is, after the first period, it is 1-0 for the Northern Alberta Xtreme. Of course, our coverage here of Pilot Mound Hockey Academy Hockey and any other games that we produce and cover here on the network are free to watch. As you can see, you can go and check them out, any of our games, on astvproductions.com. Nax on the power play for the next 42 seconds here to start off this period, and we are underway for the second period of action between the Pilot Mound Hockey Academy Buffaloes U15 program and the Northern Alberta Xtreme U15 program as well. It is sent deep into the Buffalo zone. The Buffaloes on the puck, trying to get it by, but Nax there on the forecheck. It is over to Klimke with the puck. He's going to send it to a teammate. Back to Klimke. Klimke now coming in, and that's going to be a save made by Keane Reed here on this penalty kill.
And just as soon as we went live, you had mentioned how dangerous it was outside, and I could speak firsthand from that. This morning as I was driving just outside town, I actually did go into the ditch, but luckily for me, I had some people to help dig me out. So, yeah, definitely got to stay safe out there when you're driving.
Number 17, Zachary Larmour with the puck from the point. He shoots. Hard to see it because of the lag here on the screen for myself, but it is going to be Nax still with the puck. Controlling it now. A drop pass back to a teammate. It was Liam Bursaw. It's in the corner now. Nax on the puck. The Buffaloes now getting some pressure on it. A nice move by Nax. Continuing on the puck. Not sure who that was, but it is still in the corner. And one player I haven't seen much of here tonight, Seth, or maybe I just can't really recognize his number, is number 7 in Cole Reshny.
I was supposed to say the same thing. I don't believe he is out there tonight. I haven't heard him call him once, and I haven't seen number 7 once. So, maybe they're dealing with an injury. Maybe he's, who knows what it is. But I don't think he's in the lineup tonight.
Luckily for Northern Alberta Xtreme, they do have pieces that can definitely hurt you outside of Cole Reshny. The Buffaloes able to kill off that penalty, Seth. What do you like from their penalty kill here to start off this period?
Yeah, I think they've done an okay job, but they only had 42 seconds left on the PK, so there wasn't much, but they did get the puck down a few times, and they didn't really allow too much to come through on Keane Reed. So, yeah, decent penalty kill so far, and 42 seconds worth of one in this period.
It's sent behind the Buffalo's own net. They end up getting it up to the outlet man. It's going to be a shot sent on from the point, saved by Keane Reed, and the Buffaloes now looking to get it out. They do, and this one will go down for an icing. With 17:44 left here in the second period, the Buffaloes still unable to register a shot in this game for the Northern Alberta Xtreme. 29 shots, but only 1 goal to show for it.
Yeah, if you're the Buffaloes, that's the main thing. That's the main objective so far. Just try to get your first shot, and might be getting in their head a little bit, but just whether it's whatever kind of play you need to, just try to get a shot is the next thing for them, I believe.
Northern Alberta Xtreme strong at the blue line, able to keep it in. The Buffaloes strip the player of the puck and send it around. It is Northern Alberta Xtreme back on the puck. It's sent to the point. A shot from the point misses high of the net. It's Pilot Mound, the Buffaloes with the puck now. A pass sent up into the neutral zone, and getting hit there was the Buffaloes player. Slow to get up, not too sure who it was. But the Buffaloes getting a penalty on the play, as Seth thinks there might be.
Maybe, I don't know. It looked like
and it is a penalty on the play coming to number 11 of Owen Bree. So the Buffaloes going to have an advantage going on the power play for the first time in tonight's game.
Yeah, this is a much-needed power play, and I think the number one thing is trying to get that puck back and trying to get a shot.
Sent out of the Northern Alberta Xtreme zone. Back there to retrieve it is Buffalo's defenseman, and now they're going to break it out in the neutral zone now. Buffalo's able to not carry it in successfully, as we will get a face-off with 1:44 left on the power play for the Buffaloes just outside of the NAC zone.
Yeah, this penalty kill, it's only been like 16 seconds, but, from the looks of things, they got things locked down, and they got some speed on this PK.
It's the Buffaloes now with the puck behind their own net, and a nice move there. I believe that was Carson Carroll's. I could be wrong. If it is Carson Carroll's, he does have the puck on his stick now. Sends it to the right for a teammate. And that was Gage Sutherland, actually, who did make the nice play behind his own net. He sends it down low with the backhand to Buffaloes. Now there, a hit laid on by the Buffaloes on Northern Alberta Xtreme. Sending it in deep, down low into the Buffalo zone, and now is Nax. Pilot Mound able to get it out. Nax able to send it right back in just as quickly. Keen Reed leaves that for Gage Sutherland, and Gage Sutherland wheels with the puck now. He sends that to the right to a teammate. Stopping up, I believe that was Adam Kelly. Bo Murray now getting stripped of the puck, and now here comes Nax coming in on Keen Reed, scores! Going top lead on the penalty kill with 15:36 left in the period.
Yeah, off a turnover there, Bo Murray not able to get a good handle on that. I can't really blame that one on Murray either. Wasn't a very good pass that was sent to him. He couldn't really get a good handle on it because it wasn't a very good pass, and that puck was chipped up. And as you see there, shorthanded goal for Nax here.
Nice play there by number 22 in Tyler Wamble to come into the draw off of the tie-up. It's sent in deep into the NAC zone now. The Buffaloes looking to go to work here. Still with some time on the power play, I believe. It's sent out of the zone, in deep. Out there to play it is Keen Reed. Reed playing it up the boards. The Buffaloes with possession of it now. Going to the middle with a pass. And that goes to number 22 and Tyler Wamble. Wamble going down low, ends up chasing this pass from Hank Thompson. Thompson sends it back to Wamble. Wamble tries going into the slot, but misses. It's going to be Balabanski's shot from the point, and I believe that was turned aside by the Nax goaltender. And a shot that is turned aside there by Keen Reed. The Buffaloes in possession of it now. Getting it out towards the middle of the ice, and now that is number 17, Jack Perrier, who was unable to get it for the Buffaloes. Towards the slot, and an attempted drag by the Buffaloes defenseman for Nax, but unable to complete the move. At the point, it's number 2 and Jason Wallier. Wallier passes to a teammate, and that's shot on net, saved and covered up by Keen Reed here with 14:15 left in the second.
Yeah, it's amazing to see that Keen Reed almost has 30 saves in the game. He needs one more to get that 30 save, and he's definitely earning this performance so far tonight. He's been excellent.
Keen Reed this season, you look at the stats here, Seth, for him in total games played. I mean, the save percentage, they got it a bit differently here on the Buffaloes website. 84.54% and a 720 goals against average. Those numbers, a bit deceiving because he has been solid for the Buffaloes in games this season.
Yeah, and if they recorded the saves on there, you would see the amount of saves that this guy does have, and both goaltenders have done excellent as far as amount of shots faced, and Yeah, you definitely don't want to look at the numbers with these guys. You want to be able to see their performance to know how good they are.
And he also has a shutout this season, Keane Reed does, and he, on the site in total games played, has 815 saves, shots against made this for this season.
Yeah, these two goalies, they have had their work cut out for them this season, and I think they need help. I think they should hold their heads high because of how well they've played.
Definitely for these goalies being young, I mean, you don't love the numbers if you are a goaltender seeing that on the stat sheet, but putting the scouts on notice that they've made a lot of saves on a lot of shots faced.
Yeah, there are some goalies in bigger leagues right now. You look at the NHL, and Connor Hellebuck's one of those guys that he might not have the best save percentage on the night, but you can tell he's going to make a lot of saves.
Oh, and that one just wide of the net, I believe. Nax, the goaltender, making a save on it, but the Buffaloes' first shot of the game being a dangerous one. Nax now a drop pass, and a glove save made by Keane Reed to cover things up here with 12:50 left in the second.
And an excellent little play there by Nax, but yeah, so close. And that's what things can do. The goaltender might not be fully aware because he hasn't faced a shot in a long time, and right there you get that shot off and it almost trickles into the net, but it just goes wide and step in the right direction for Pilot Mound.
And those are what they're going to need to have a chance to win this game. Get good goaltending, some good defense on the side too, you'd have to hope, as well as capitalizing on those opportunities, which they were so close to doing. A bit of a scrum after the whistle, potentially, but nothing resulting out of that. The refs coming in to break it up. And there's another cover-up there by Keane Reed to stop the play.
Yeah, in a game like this, though, too, it's also hard to... You also kind of feel for the refs a little bit because the score is, it's not going Pilot Mound's way. And once things like this start to keep happening, you definitely see tempers start to flare for Pilot Mound, and it's hard for the refs and linesmen to keep that at bay.
It's sent out by the Buffaloes, unable to hold the line. There was Nax. They send it back into the Buffalo zone now. Jack Crumley down low on the forecheck on the pressure. It is Zachary Larmour now sending it to a teammate. That pass attempted to send that into the low slot, but unable to connect. Covered up nicely by the Buffaloes. Shot wide of the net now for Nax. They're still on the puck, and good effort there from the player. A nice maneuvering ability with the skating there as well. It's down low still. It's played into the slot, but a nice cover up there by the Buffaloes. That player coming in to the middle to take that pass away. That was Hank Thompson. Shot from the outside. Ends up being turned aside by Keane Reed. Now it's down low. The Buffaloes now with possession of it. A pass towards a player that misses for the Buffaloes. Could not quite catch who that player was that did not receive the puck off the pass, but it's going to be an icing and another face-off in the Buffalo zone end.
Yeah, and going back to your point a little bit earlier, Cole Reshny not in the game, but like we both mentioned, the depth on this team. They have six more players after Cole Reshny that are point per game, so you definitely know this team has the depth to battle with any team anywhere pretty much. It seems like they got so much depth.
Would have been exciting to see Cole Reshny tonight. Hopefully, for the viewers, they get to see this guy tomorrow, this game, but not too sure on his injury status, as we'll have to get that at some point this weekend. Or maybe he's not injured. Who knows what is happening? His shot! And that's a goal for Northern Alberta Xtreme. A pass into the low slot. And that will extend the lead to 3-0 for themselves.
And that was a great save. Almost looked like Keane Reed had it on there. Looked like he almost got a piece of it, but that puck just was through, and not really a chance for Keane Reed on that one. As that was a great one-timer right in the slot.
And hard to tell sometimes if these goals don't go in or not, because I'm going to be honest, Seth, I thought that Buffalo's chance that they had, the only shot they had on net, was actually in the net at first.
Yeah, same here. But yeah, it's tough. Watching this game, you see the Buffaloes; they are definitely struggling in their own zone. But the thing is, you got to try and stick with it. You got to try and stick with the system, and use your legs and try to keep your heads up high in this game. I know it might be tough. This Nax team has so much skill, but you got to try and keep playing your game and keep your head up high.
Nice to see a person in the crowd right behind the Buffalo's net there. I'm not sure how many parents or people actually made it out to this game, but that would be interesting to see. There is a few, as we can see there in the stands. Nice to see.
Yeah, with the weather today, though, it's definitely like you don't blame anyone for not being able to make the trek out to Pilot Mound. It's definitely the weather conditions, especially earlier in the day, were not ideal.
Oh yeah, they were absolutely brutal from what you were telling me as well, Seth. I mean,
once I got pulled out of the ditch,
Yeah.
I couldn't me and my dad was in front of me and he was driving in front. I couldn't see like a foot in front of me. That's how bad it was.
That's crazy. That's insane. That definitely is not a sign of good driving conditions for sure. Luckily, you were able to come out of it and you're safe and are doing this game tonight. And that's going to be a shot that's going to be wide of the net. It's to the point a shot from number 14 in Lucas Kaplan from the point, who is playing forward, of course. It's Larmour going to number 6 in Harsani. Harsani, this season, Seth, coming into this weekend of games, has 27 goals on the year.
Yeah, pretty nuts amount of totals. And you look at the amount of games played, only 18 games played, too. Just absolutely nuts amount of nutty goal total, really.
And now with a diving attempt there to block it, and he did, was Niles Schaefer. The Buffaloes now sending it into Nax's zone, and that will be an icing with 9 minutes left in the second period. A 3-0 game lead for the Northern Alberta Xtreme.
Almost at that 40 shot mark now, and pretty interesting to see at the end of the game how many shots on goal Nax will have, and the amount of saves that Keane Reed will have had.
He's made 36 saves so far. A beautiful move getting to the middle part of the ice there by number 15 and Clark Schaefer. He was actually in the middle part of the ice, but made a nice move to eliminate that Buffalo's defenseman. It's towards the slot. Ends up going to the point. Number 11 now in Owen Breeze had that initial shot from the point. Now towards the point again. Activated into the zone is the Nax defenseman, and that puck, after the shot, ends up getting blocked, going to the outside. Now, at the blue line, trying to get that puck out there. I believe it was Tyler Wambolt. Northern Alberta Xtreme continuing on the pressure. Number 22, Jake Crumley, sending it in. Nice forecheck there from Nax, creating the turnover. Up to the point, a shot through a screen, unable to get by. And now a beautiful pass, but that is going to be an even better block by Hank Thompson. And now Nax going the other way. A pass across the ice, and oh my.
Beautiful pass, man. I almost didn't even think there was any room to send that, but thought the sticks were in the way, but an excellent pass, and luckily for Pilot Mound, that puck, I actually didn't see where it went, but just really fortunate bounce for Pilot Mound. And
now some stick action there by number 19 for Nax, who is Toredo Morelli. And now at the point, some nice skating there from a Nax player. Keeping the Buffaloes player on his toes. It's going to be shot off the post, and ends up staying out of the net. And I meant to say heels there, not toes, Seth. I just figured out that I screwed up the analogy I used there.
No worries, Graham. We've all had those moments, and I can definitely say I've had my fair share of them as well.
I believe that's Gage Sutherland putting on a clinic with his skating back there to evade the Nax player. A move to the outside. I believe that might be Carson Carroll's, actually. I'm not too sure. But he's down low. It ends up getting turned over, and it's sent the other way. Losing an edge there for a moment was Bradley Kimcairn. And now that pass to the slot going to be picked off and taken the other way by the Buffaloes into the neutral zone now. Liam Sharp trying to go into the boards to block up that pass. Ends up going cross ice into the neutral zone. Up ice. Now the Buffaloes able to get it out. Now trying to make a move pass was number 8 in Shui Chen. But an offside on that turnover in the end of things. And with 6:05 left in this second period of action, 3-0, still the score for Northern Alberta Xtreme over the Pilot Mound Hockey Academy Buffaloes. Draw won by the Northern Alberta Xtreme in their own end. It's going to be sent up ice, pass unable to be received cleanly. It's Northern Alberta Xtreme with the puck, number 11, and Owen Breeze turns it over. The Buffaloes getting in deep into the Northern Alberta Xtreme zone now. The Buffaloes, with more offensive opportunities, not exactly getting shots on net as they do only have one still, but definitely creating more opportunity for themselves to get into the Nax zone this period.
Yeah, they do have some more O-zone time as well. And as long as you can up your O-zone time, I think they got a better chance of getting some more shots.
It's going to be Keen Reed playing it behind his back after coming out for that puck. It's Nax with it at the point. It's going to go to Walia. Nice shimmy shake there at the blue line. Send it across, a pass, and that shot ends up being turned aside. Another shot ends up into the corner in the Buffalo zone.
You can almost say if you're Ricky Bobby, shake and bake.
A little shake and bake there, baby. A little shake and bake action. We got a stoppage in play with 4:45 left in the second period. 3-0 the score for Northern Alberta Xtreme. And I had to get in character there, Seth. One of my favorite Will Ferrell movies of all time. Not gonna lie, him and John C. Reilly absolutely magic in that movie, along with Step Brothers. Man, I mean, two classics back in the 2000s.
Oh, it looks like we got a goal here.
And that's a goal. And my apologies.
Could not see how that goal started.
I didn't even see that one go in, to be honest, Seth.
I just saw the only way I knew it went in was I saw the ref's hand signal the goal. So, yeah, 4-0 now for Nax. And, yeah, that was kind of just happened on a broken play.
Well, Nax creating a lot of separation for themselves in this period as they are looking like that number 1 team in the league here tonight, Seth. I mean, going up against an opponent that's obviously way below them in the standings, but just what they've been displaying out there, signs of why they are the best team in this league this year.
I've been very impressed with their defenders and their edge work, being able to skate and make some moves on the blue line. And, yeah, there's some excellent skating, well-skating defensemen on the Nax team.
And a turnover here now for Nax, and a nice forecheck for the Buffaloes. Not too sure who that player was for them. Coming up now is Liam Tatuni, but it's going to be Harsani coming the other way. He has another man with him. Pass across and goal.
Well, that's how they write it up. What an excellent play by Harsani, carrying that puck down the ice. Definitely could see the pass coming, but the Pilot Mound player wasn't able to defend it in time. And one of those goals, if you're Keen Reed, you don't blame them for not stopping that one. Those cross creases are often the hardest pucks to save, and goalies everywhere definitely do struggle with that one.
And that ability, Seth, going on the Nax side of things, that ability from Harsani to get that pass connected with his teammate there was just a thing of beauty.
Oof. Not a very good turnover there by Pilot Mound. Puck right onto the Nax player's stick.
And the Buffaloes definitely something that they will want to limit in this game. But to be fair, it is the forecheck, the speed of Nax, that is creating this havoc for the Buffaloes here recently. And just throughout the whole game, really.
Yeah, 100% agree with you there, Graham.
Got to get the scoreboard up here. It is down low for Nax. A nice tight turn to evade that opposition that the Buffaloes had there. It's out of the zone now, into the neutral zone, and Northern Alberta Xtreme now able to stave off that stick, keeping it wide as number 18 and Jake Walker plays it up to the point. Jake Walker ends up getting it back in the corner, and we will get a whistle here. Is there a penalty on the play?
I'm not too sure. You know, it's very hard to see when the pucks are in the corners. Now I know, us being at the rink often, we see the play so much easier. Now we know from a viewer standpoint how hard it is to actually see sometimes what's going on. The corner,
It is Hansel Chakuz who did end up getting a penalty for the Buffaloes, so it will be a 2-minute 5-on-4 for the Northern Alberta Xtreme. A blast from the center of the point there. Middle part of the blue line. It's number 2 and Jason Walia now. Nice draw pass after going to the middle of that blue line. Unable to keep the pass in. And there will be a face-off after that whistle outside of the Buffalo zone.
Yeah, I had the privilege, last week Wednesday to actually interview Keane Reed on the broadcast of that game versus RHA. And, that seems like he has a good head on his shoulders and a really good guy and really nice person to talk to.
Yeah, and Keane Reed, to have this type of mentality, when a team is struggling and you're the goaltender, definitely shows a lot of, strength, mentally in a kid like that. Yeah. Resiliency, especially being as young as he is.
Yeah, 100%. This guy has been absolutely unbelievable, his mentality he brings towards the game.
Another goal there by Northern Alberta Xtreme from the point. I did not catch the number on that one, Seth. It might have been Jason Walia who got it, but it is now a 6-0 game here for the Northern Alberta Xtreme.
Yeah, not much you can really do if you're Keane Reed. There's a lot of traffic in front, and you can't really see that puck, and it was a brilliant shot. Don't know who got that shot off, wasn't able to see, but great play and a great goal.
Draw 1 by Northern Alberta Xtreme. It's number 5 now. Owen Schotler sent it across to a teammate. The Knacks bringing it up now. It's Harsani leaving a draw pass for number 10 and Ryan Miller. The Buffalo is able to be there to contest it. And it's Schotler going across to his D partner now. Pass off the boards to Ryan Miller, and some physicality there from Bo Murray. Something the Buffaloes, you'd have to think, Seth, that could be something we might be seeing more as this game goes along, physicality.
Yeah, it's something, you see all the offense and great opportunities that Nax is getting, but from Pilot Mound, that's definitely what I want to see more from this team. More physicality. Your odds are you're probably not going to come back in the game, but one thing you can do is win the third period, and the way I think they can win that third period is if they use their physicality to their advantage.
I think definitely, too, why we could be seeing some more physicality is just some frustration out there if things are not exactly going your way. I could be wrong on that, but that could be a reason for it as well. Just trying to also spark some energy under the team as well.
Well, yeah, obviously you don't want to take liberties too far, and you don't want to go around trying to hurt people out there, of course, but you definitely want to get your team in the game. One way you can do that is lay a big check, and Bo Murray definitely tried to do that there.
And it is Nax with the puck now, sent into the neutral zone and connected with the teammate. It's towards the slot. Nice stick there by the Buffaloes to break that one up. Snacks with the puck, taking it towards the middle, stick handling around, protecting the puck, pass to the point. That one wide of the net for the Northern Alberta Xtreme. But they're relentless on this forecheck. Forcing a turnover there, a shot from the point from Zachary Lamore. And it's sent out of the Buffalo zone now. With 12 seconds left to go here and counting. Sent into the Buffalo zone now. First on the puck is Nax, but the Buffaloes will be there as well. And that will do it for the second period of action. The Buffaloes increasing their shot total from 0 to 3 after that first period. And for Nax, almost doubling their shots in this second period for themselves.
Yeah, they almost got 50 by the end of the second, which is absolutely unheard of stat, having almost 50 shots in 2 periods. But, Pilot Mound here, I definitely think going into this period, you don't want to reveal too much, obviously, because we got the Inside Scoop segment. Definitely want to add a little bit more physicality to the game, and I think, they might have a little bit more success in this third period if they do so.
We are going to send it to a commercial break here, a few commercial breaks at that, as we get prepared for the second intermission edition of Seth's Inside Scoop. As you can see here, after 2 periods at intermission, and a 6-0 for the Northern Alberta Xtreme over the Pilot Mound Hockey Academy Buffaloes, both teams being U15 prep male programs. But this second period of action is brought to you by AutoWorks in Winkler for the best vehicle repair service around and vehicle services in general. AutoWorks is the place to go in Manitoba.
At Collins Hotel, we have you and your family's comfort in mind. Relax in one of our 16 suites featuring king or queen size beds and 36-inch TVs. Suites also include a mini fridge and other kitchen appliances to make your stay as comfortable as possible. During your stay in Pilot Mound, visit Weiser's Restaurant, our attached family-friendly restaurant and bar. It is the perfect location to host group meals, dine with the family, or unwind after a hockey game. Come in and meet our friendly staff offering daily specials on food and drinks, Wing Night Wednesdays, Buffet Fridays, and multiple TVs to watch the game. Weiser's is the place to be. Collins Hotel and Weiser's Restaurant and Bar, located across the street from Blackjack Stewart Arena off Highway 3 in Pilot Mound. Welcome to Pilot Mound Hockey Academy, your world-class academic and hockey training facility created to maximize each student's athletic and academic potential. Blackjack Stewart Arena, home of the Buffalo, is inside the 46,000 square foot complex, as well as a curling rink and other facilities. The students have a unique combination of successful, well-rounded education at Pilot Mound Collegiate Institute and the professional hockey training in an encouraging community. The years of experience of on-ice coaching propel our students to the next level, both mentally and physically, in a professional environment.
Welcome back to Pilot Mound, Manitoba, everybody, for the second period or second intermission edition of Seth's Inside Scoop. We'll show the score here once again. You can also see it at the top of the screen there on the scoreboard from the arena, but we'll show it here as well. 6-0, the Northern Alberta Xtreme lead the Pilot Mound Hockey Academy U15 Prep Male Buffaloes after the first 40 minutes of this game. 11 minutes and counting, just under 11 minutes now to go until the puck drops for the second period, Seth. But, of course, on this edition of Seth's Inside Scoop for the second intermission, going to get your thoughts on how you thought that second period went for both teams.
Yeah, obviously for Nax there, they had an excellent second period, continuing what they were doing in the first, getting even more shots, and they were able to find the back of the net not two more times. They were able to find the back of the net 5 more times. So definitely took even more control in that second period. And for the Buffaloes, it was a slightly better period. They were able to get, after the first they had 0 shots, and they were able to get 3 shots in that period. And they definitely did start to get a little bit more offensive zone time, especially near the end of that second period.
Yeah, and for them, what it resulted in, I feel like, Seth, was more success breaking out of their own end, connecting on more passes, and having some more open space to do that. Did you feel like those were the keys to them getting into the zone and being able to do that?
Yeah, I think that you nailed it right there on the nose. And I also think, they also did up the physicality a little bit since the second period, which I think also could have played a factor in it. Definitely keeping Nax on their heels a little bit. And I think, going forward, that's going to be a big thing too.
Yeah, and we talked about it last night on Seth's Inside Scoop on Coffee with Graham. For those of you that don't know, Coffee with Graham is the show that I host every Tuesday morning and Thursday night. And on every Thursday night edition of the show, I have Seth on to do Seth's Inside Scoop to break down not just these games on the network that you'll be seeing from the Buffaloes and Nax, but as well as other games that we do have here on the network. But physicality for sure, a huge part of the Buffaloes looking to, create maybe some more good energy their way. Do you think that they'll be looking to go for more physicality? Is that what you'd be preaching if you were Coach Nixon of this team?
Yeah, definitely, just up that physicality just a little bit more and try to get on that forecheck a little bit. I know they've spent a lot of time, defending in their own zone. So as soon as they get that puck, and if they can get that puck into the offensive zone, play hard, get on the forecheck and up the physicality and try to, punish your way through the game.
Going over to Nax now, Northern Alberta Xtreme. Obviously, they got a lot of amazing talent on this team, as we've seen tonight. But the player that is now the leading goal scorer on their team with Cole Reshny out, as he is second on the team in points, the leading goal scorer for them in this game with Cole Reshny out, is number 6 in Hayden Harsani. He made a beautiful pass on that 2-on-1, threading the needle in close. He's done a lot of great things with the puck. Really skilled player with the puck. What have you liked from his game here so far tonight, Seth?
Yeah, I've liked everything in his game so far, actually. Whether it's we haven't seen him much in the defensive zone because the team hasn't really been in the defensive zone all too much, but just his skating ability has really impressed me, and his passing ability, which he's more of a shooter, but that pass we saw on that 2-on-1 opportunity where they ended up getting the goal, just an unreal pass and great decision as well. But aside from his passing, he also has the shot. So this guy has been excellent in the game, and can't wait to see what he does further on in this game.
Yeah, and just that skating ability to carry the puck in like he is. His good edge work, as well as just, driving the Buffalo's defense back and opening up passing lanes for himself, I feel like goes hand in hand with that.
Yeah, 100%. And there's plenty of other players. Like, this whole team is just so excellent at skating, noticing multiple times they're so good on their edges. And Hayden Harsani being one of the main ones there, just being able to use his feet, use his skill to be able to really drive the play. And it seems like every time he's out there on the ice, he's getting opportunities.
Yeah, just the motor that keeps going for himself in this game, and I'm sure like in all the other games that he's played. And you're right, Seth. This team has so many good players that have just displayed so much skill in tonight's game. Whether that be their defenseman at the point, or whoever is at the point, being able to use their good skating ability as well, along with their good hands out there to evade these Buffalo's players when they do come to pressure them. And one player that has not gotten a lot of action but got three types of action, three shots, was the Nax goaltender. Not sure who is in net, but what have been your thoughts about Nax's goaltending when they have been tested tonight?
Yeah, well, only three shots, so I mean, he's been okay. He's been good. He's been flawless. I am struggling to find words to say because he only has faced three shots, but it looks like he has done a pretty decent job at keeping himself composed in that.
Yeah, and I mean, you talk about it for this Nax team, their goaltending hasn't faced much, obviously, only three shots. But for Keane Reed, I mean, he's let in 6 goals at this point. Not all of them his fault. You could argue like all of them are just amazing plays by Nax. But for Keane Reed, making 42 saves on 48 shots so far, even though he's led in 6 goals, the Buffalo's got to be pleased with his performance because this could be a lot more of a deficit they're in if it wasn't for Keane Reed.
Oh yeah, 100%. Keane Reed, you'd hope they buy him dinner after this game after stopping all those pucks because of how well he's played. But yeah, Keane Reed, he's got, like I said in the second period, he's got an excellent head on his shoulders, and I think that's one of the big reasons why he's able to carry himself the way he has been tonight.
Yeah, and Keane Reed, not sure if I don't think you found out what his favorite, restaurant is in Pilot Mound, but definitely if the Buffaloes are able to buy him dinner, and they should, honestly, might want to take him to his favorite restaurant, keep your goaltender happy.
Yeah, I know, Pilot Mound's a smaller town, so there aren't too many restaurants, but, definitely is well earned for him, I'd say.
Yeah, I could go into Collins, right? Hotel.
Yeah.
And is it motel or hotel? I forget.
I believe it is a motel, actually.
Huh. Interesting. Let's get back into Inside Scoop, though, Seth. Getting a bit sidetracked. That's my bad. Talking about what do you think is going to be the keys to the game, not the keys, but, what the Buffalo should be looking to hoping to accomplish in these next 20 minutes, trying to finish strong heading into tomorrow's action.
Yeah, I think the main thing for them is just to keep a level head. Obviously they are not doing the best as far as the score sheet goes, but I think as long as you keep a level head and you don't start to take liberties on other players out there, and try to keep your head up high is the main thing for this Pilot Mound team going into the third period.
And for Nax, I assume you'd say, just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, keep doing what you're doing. Although, once the third period starts to trek along, probably try to hold off on the attack a little bit. Don't want to keep pouring it on because, at least to me, if you keep adding on to the score, it isn't the most respectful thing to do, especially when a team has struggled. But just continue what you're doing and try to run the clock a little bit.
Yeah, obviously, you don't want them to stop, playing their game and take it easy, but definitely don't take as many high-quality chances, but continue to, maybe just keep possession of that puck like you've been doing if this game does get out of hand here in this third period. But we see the Buffaloes on the ice now. We are going to send it to a commercial break here and then be back here shortly on ASTV Productions. That was this period's edition of Seth's Inside Scoop. You're watching Pilot Mound Hockey Academy on ASTV Productions here on this Friday night. Back here in Pilot Mound, Manitoba for the start of this third period, the Buffaloes and the Northern Alberta Xtreme going at it for one final time in regulation here on this Friday night. It is in the Buffalo zone. The Buffaloes looking to break it out, and they're able to get this puck out, but an icing here on the play.
Yeah, it's just, if you're the Buffaloes, again, going on to what I was saying before in the inside scoop, just trying to keep level head is the main thing. You don't want to start running around and playing extremely aggressive and potentially hurting people. You just want to up the physicality a little bit, but try not to get carried away with it.
It's out of the Buffalo zone now, and taking it up into the play is, I believe, number 9 in Liam Chartrand, but this puck turned over now, and now it's Hayden Harsani. Nice move to the inside, but a nicer play by the Buffaloes, able to get a stick on him and sending it out of the zone. It is Nax sending it up, and here's Hayden Harsani again. Kicks it to the outside, shoots, and that's going to be wide of the net. Klimke now sending it in down low. It is in the slot area, and it was turned aside by the Buffaloes, and now it is number 21 in Klimke now with the puck. Nax able to get it in, but it's sent out by the Buffaloes. Nax right on the puck again in the neutral zone. And that's one thing I've noticed about their defense in this game, Seth, is they like to activate into the game quite a bit, not really sitting back.
Yeah, and you definitely do see a cycle when they are in the offensive zone. Often defenders will step up in the play, and they love to move around. I notice how mobile this team is in the offensive zone, which is very excellent if we can pull it off.
Yeah, I think that's one of the perfect words to describe Nax, honestly. Their defense is very mobile, very engaged in the play at all times, and something that, when you got good offensive pieces, having that extra set of offensive weapons is a nice advantage for them.
And that's why you see so many defensemen on this team with high point totals as well. But we just got word a few minutes ago from our owner at ASTV, Glenn Munford, that Carson Carrolls was scratched in this game due to an injury. So sorry we are just bringing that to you now.
Definitely something that the Buffaloes don't want to see, especially in a game like this, missing one of their best defensemen. And Nax bringing this towards the middle of the ice, but unable to get much out of it. They're back on the puck, though. It's back to number 2, and Jason Walia. His shot gets blocked. It is the Buffaloes now behind their own net. Playing it off the boards to himself was a Buffaloes player. Once again, folks, sorry for not calling out their names the way we'd hoped. It is tough to see, who exactly is who out there. I mean, we were screwing up not knowing if Carson Carrolls was in this game or not as well.
Yeah, and we also did not know that Cole Rechny was not in the game as well, but I don't think we called his name once yet, so
Nope.
Luckily for us, we got one thing right.
Yeah, luckily for us, that's the silver lining for us in tonight's game here, Seth. It's in the Nax zone. They're breaking out now. Here comes number 19 in Morelli. My apologies. It's sent back to the point, and unable to cradle that pass was number 17 and Zachary Larmore. The Buffaloes now on the attack, but nice skating there by Nax. A turnover now on the play.
Nice play by Kelly to get that turnover and have the wherewithal to be able to see that puck getting into the slot.
Glove save there by Keane Reed, and we'll get a stoppage in play here with 16:29 left in the third period. And here on ASTV, Seth, we got some big news here tonight that we do want to say. Well, not big news, but just want to tell the viewers that we are expanding to many different places into the States, New York, Boston, and those, so very exciting times here at ASTV Productions. Very
exciting indeed, especially from a guy for speaking for me personally, Morden, Manitoba isn't a very big town, and hear that we're expanding all the way out to places like New York City, Los Angeles, and some of these other cities is just insane.
It's pretty cool to see, like just how this company here, ASTV, is continuing to grow. I mean, just looking at it, I mean, we can be found on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire now, and of course, you can catch these games, our broadcasts, as well as all our TV shows on Facebook at ASTV Productions, as well as our Twitter at Amateur Sports TV, of course, our website, ASTV Productions, as well, but over 20 U.S. TV stations, including New York and Boston now. A great time for the network here, ASTV.
And seeing as we are mentioning some of these things that we have for ASTV, might as well bring up to you guys that from February 25th to 27th, we will be in Winnipeg, Manitoba at the Pan Am Pool, covering the Manitoba Swimming Provincial. So stay tuned for that as well.
And Seth, me and you are going to be doing the commentary for that. You excited?
Yeah, definitely excited. Got to freshen up on my swimming, on some of my swimming terminology. But yeah, definitely looking excited for it.
Here's the Buffaloes with a chance, and that one wide of the net. The Buffaloes with maybe one of their best chances, if not their best chance of the game, just couldn't put it on net.
No. They got close though, and that's a step in the right direction.
Now it is.
Journey begins with a single step.
Exactly, one step at a time. It is collision here, the blue line, near the blue line. And Seth, we are getting a message here from our boss, Glenn, saying that 3 guys are out of this game, 4 knacks, and Cole Reshny, Reese Hamilton, and Liam Bursaw. So I did get that wrong. Liam Bursaw, I called his name earlier, is not in this game. And they were actually at tryouts for the Saskatchewan Canada Winter Games team this weekend. So great for them.
Congratulations to those 3 players. Yeah, you said it. That's a big, definitely a big privilege to be there. And you got to feel happy for those young guys to be able to get that opportunity.
And that's a turnover in a dangerous area for the Buffaloes, but good stick there from number 22 and Tyler Wambolt. It's down low now in the Buffalo zone, behind the goal line, below the goal line, as it is out to the front of the net now, up to the point to Wallier. Wallier with a shot and a glove save made by Keane Reed. Getting a stoppage in play here with 13:53 left in the third period. 6-0, still the lead for Northern Alberta Xtreme.
Yeah, we've talked more about a few times already on the broadcast today, but Keane Reed just continues to impress me with his wherewithal and resilience in this game.
Yeah, Keane Reed, like we said, if it wasn't for him in net, this game, even though he's led in 6 goals, this game could be a lot of a bigger deficit in the score.
Yeah, definitely.
Number 21 now, Klimke with a shot. It gets off of the leg of number 18 and Bradley Kamkaren. Nax now moving around this puck. Klimke now with the puck. Takes it wide. He's going to circle back. Nice skating there by Klimke. Gets it to Harsanyi. Harsanyi now dancing near the blue line. It's going to go to Klimke now. He unloads. That shot blocked. And now the Buffaloes with possession of it. It's Bo Murray playing this around the boards. Sending it to a teammate. It's Nax back in possession of it. Klimke now sends a pass right back to where he got it. Harsanyi with another spinorama move. A shot from the point. Harsanyi there! Oh, what a save by Keane Reed.
What a save is right. I believe he got the paddle on it and was just sweeped it out into his glove. So what a save by Keane Reed. Saved the game.
Best save of the night so far for Keane Reed. What a save by him to keep this a 6-0 game. And here's a tumble down below from the Buffaloes. It's going to be played to the front of the net. Off the glass now, it's sent into the Nax zone. And another icing for the Buffaloes. Something that has happened quite a bit tonight for them.
Yeah, and I kind of wish the icing rules were a little bit different in this league, and where if you saw whoever got to it first was the if the Buffalo player gets to it first, there was no ice, but you can't change the rules mid game. So
Look at Seth wanting to bend the rules a bit here, hey?
yeah, if only I was a ref out there, it'd be some interesting rules that I'd implement into the game.
No doubt about it. We'd like to see what Seth Rock would introduce into the game of hockey for the rules. 12:15 left in this third period. 6-0 the score. The lead for Northern Alberta Xtreme. We'd like to thank all the viewers for tuning in so far into tonight's game. Of course, if you haven't heard, me and Seth are actually not even at this game. I'm in my basement right now. I think Seth is in his studio that he does Seth's Inside Scoop.
Which is also in my basement. So we're both in our basements.
Yeah,
this game.
It's pretty cool experience, Seth, being able to do this from here. Even though the visibility isn't the greatest for us, would rather be in Pilot Mound for this game. Still a pretty cool experience.
However, we are more comfortable.
True, that is true. It's not freezing, and to Gordy Tummelson, if you're watching, we would like a heater at some point in Pilot Mountain. That would be nice.
Yeah, always getting those cold hands, but when we have a full setup, you get that light, we can warm our hands up with.
True. Just be sure not to touch it because you can burn your hand on that.
Yeah, Glenn Munford would tell you all about that.
Yeah. He sure would. We're back to calling the play now. Whiffed pass there, clean attempt by Tyler Wambolt. Wambolt, though, sticks with the play and able to get the puck and get it out. Sent across. It is number 18 in Jake Walker who sent it in. And we'll get a face-off inside of the Buffalo zone.
Yeah, just over 10 minutes left to play in this game, and you can definitely tell that the Nax team has let up a little bit. Still playing pretty hard, and they still are sticking to their game, but you definitely see that sign of respect with them definitely slowing down a little bit, just kind of ease through the rest of this game and kind of just wear down the clock.
Something that they'd be very comfortable in doing with the 6-0 cushion. At this point, it is out of the Buffalo zone now. A nice pass there, kicking it to the outside as they break in. Snacks. The Buffaloes down low battling. Nax still with the puck. Played up to the point to number 17 in Zachary Larmour. And now the Buffaloes able to get it in. Adam Kelly racing to get this puck. He's on the forecheck. Liam Chartrand there as well. And it's going to be Nax. And now a nice attempt there by Bo Murray to keep it in. But Nax able to get it out. In his own end now is number 21 in Klimpke. Klimpke now coming in, and it's going to be offside with 10-11 left in this game, in this third period.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with how Klimpke's been playing in this game. Had his fair share of opportunities, and it doesn't have as many points as some of his other teammates do, but definitely one of those guys you could put in the underrated category as far as defensemen go on this team.
Yeah, Klimpke, this game has been displaying a lot of good things here, Seth. I mean, he's been really noticeable in the offensive zone. A guy that has gotten the puck quite a bit.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely one of the marquee players in this game, in my opinion.
Could potentially be player of the game for today's game. Of course, it would be nice to have the stats here, but we do not know who the goal scorers are in the low slot. It is a nice
as far as players
the
game goes, I'm not going to say who it is, but I already have mine lined up.
Oh, well, we'll have to see what happens here, Seth, who your players of the game will be. It's Klimpke with the puck, doing some nice skating. The Buffalo is unable to get it out, and it is actually going to be out of play. With 9:17 left in this third period of action, 6-0, the Northern Alberta Xtreme lead.
Yeah, and the Buffaloes will be playing next tomorrow as well, so stay tuned for that game. Who knows? We may be able to make it to that game. May have to do this again. Who knows? Only time will tell because it is supposed to blizzard again tomorrow.
Yeah, I heard it's like 80% chance of snow, 5 to 10 centimeters, and not like we already got enough snow already today, hey?
Yeah, although this part of Manitoba definitely does need the snow, but yeah, hopefully we won't have as dry as a summer as we had over the past, especially last year.
Here is Nax with the puck. A shot from the near the blue line, wide of the net. It's Nax now with the puck. Northern Alberta Xtreme controlling it. Rimming it around the boards. Physical play there. It's glove down, and now here goes Tyler Wambolt. Sends it in. It's Nax. Unable to cradle that puck, and it's into the Buffaloes' possession now. And the Buffaloes into the neutral zone, now into the zone. A shot on net. Rebound there. The Buffaloes crashing. And another one. Another shot and scores! The Buffaloes on the board for the first time tonight.
Great opportunity for the Buffaloes. A lot of traffic in front. There was a few shots in the play, and finally off the third rebound, I believe it was, came out for one of the Buffaloes players, and no mistake on that one as he buries the puck.
Good zone entry there by the Buffaloes, as well as just a nice play of them continuing to be relentless on that puck after the initial shot was let go. It resulted in some good things as they are now up. Not up, but up in their score total, adding 1 goal to their score total after breaking the shutout.
I mean, you could say they're up because they are winning the third period 1-0.
That's true. Could be another positive for the Buffaloes if they are able to not let up a goal for the rest of this game. It's going to be to the point. Laggy there. A shot that ends up going behind the net. Nax on it. Seth, are you sipping some water?
Yeah, I actually choked on some water, so there's that.
Oh, I heard that. It's that ASMR.
Yeah, providing you guys some ASMR color commentary.
It's been a lot of fun tonight doing this broadcast from home, folks, off location. Special thanks to whoever is doing the camera for tonight's game. No one in ASTV Productions could be there tonight due to the road and weather conditions. It is sent
so many
out.
of that this year for us, though. The road and weather conditions, we haven't been very lucky, although, it could have been, I think this was our 4th game that we had to miss due to the storm, so hopefully we don't miss any more.
It's in the down low behind the goal line now, out towards the slot area for the Northern Alberta Xtreme team. Wallier sends that across to Breeze, and Breeze's shot glove down and covered up by Keane Reed with 6:25 left to go in this game. 6-1 the lead for the Northern Alberta Xtreme after the Buffaloes broke the shutout here recently in this game.
I don't think we've seen 60 shots on the year yet, so one more shot for Nax and we will have seen it, and that'll be an interesting stat to hold for us here at ASTV.
I believe that's Hank Thompson. Nice play there, ends up getting it across to, I don't know who that is, but there's some physicality after that as well. Nice play there. Leaving it for his point man. Snacks continuing on the pressure. Northern Alberta Xtreme now. The pressure, it's up to the point. A shot from Larmore, and that ends up being a goal.
Excellent shot through traffic. That puck almost had eyes. I saw it go right through multiple players and right under the arm.
And as you can see here now, 7-1 in this third period. The Northern Alberta Xtreme lead off of that shot from Zachary Larmore. I don't believe it got tipped either, Seth.
No, yeah, that puck did have eyes. I saw that. It was a clean shot through a lot of traffic, and you don't often see those pucks go cleanly through a bunch of bodies.
The Buffaloes in their own end with it, no one with possession of the puck right now. It is Nax on the forecheck, able to get possession of it and keep it. It's going to be a shot from the point, save made there by Keane Reed with the blocker, I believe. Now shot, low slot, another opportunity for Nax, and Keane Reed able to stand tall and stand strong here with 5:16 left in the third period.
Wasn't able to see what he saved with. I thought he saved it with the glove, which if he did, that would have been remarkable, but still a good save nonetheless.
Got a text from Gordy Tummelson, Seth, saying no heater, and he's laughing. Well, Gordy, I'm not laughing. I want to be warm when I'm in Pilot Mound.
Yeah, Gordy, I mean, you can laugh all you want. We're going to be crying next time we have to go there and sit in the cold.
Gordy Tummelson, a very busy man, Seth. Not only does he coach all 6 of these goalies for the academy within these 3 teams, but he hasn't been able to make it out to Pilot Mound much here, of course, due to the weather in 2022, but he's also been watching a lot of hockey. He said 9 different games he had to watch this weekend.
Very impressive, Gordy, and I got to say, sometimes I wish I would be in your shoes just thinking about that, but also sometimes, man, that could be very busy.
Yeah, I know you would be all over that, Seth, watching as much amateur hockey as possible. 4:45 left here in this third period of action. And Seth, we're at 63 shots to 5 in this game now for Northern Alberta Xtreme, meaning Keane Reed has saved 56 of those shots.
Some quick mental math there, Graham.
I have to give credit to my teachers in school for teaching me.
I want to thank all my teachers.
Of course. It's in the Nax zone now. Nax able to get it out. Number 18 and Jake Walker walks the Buffaloes defenseman. Brings it around up to the point. A shot, and that one blocked, unable to get through. Held in by Northern Alberta Xtreme now. Back to the point man. Keeping the Buffaloes player on his heels. Shot. Ends up going into the corner, and now here's Nax with it. Number 21 and Klimke is shot blocked. Nice job by number 17 and Jack Perrier getting in the lane of that. A fake shot and then release by number 5 and Owen Schoetler. And it's out of the Northern Alberta Xtreme zone. Owen Schoetler back to retrieve the puck now. Schoetler ends up passing it to a defenseman. I believe that, I'm not sure who it was, but nice play by him, creating space for himself. Nax now, able to bring it up, trying to cut to the inside, but unable to do that. Gage Sutherland now with the puck. Gage goes off of the boards, but it's turned over. Number 2, Jason Walia, now he shoots and a save made by Keane Reed with 3:07 left in this hockey game. And Seth, who ended up scoring the goal for the Buffaloes? I did in fact miss who it was.
I'm not going to lie, Graham, I didn't see who it was either. I think it may have been Wambach, though.
Of course, we don't have all the tools to our disposal here in terms of course, we did not have the starting lineup for tonight's game. I still could not tell you who is the goaltender in net for Northern Alberta Xtreme, but also not too sure who has the goals and assists in this game as well, because it has been tough to see who has scored.
Yeah, and at times the camera, at least for us on our end, it has gotten a little bit fuzzy and hard to see. So, yeah, once again, apologies to everyone at home when we aren't able to bring you some of this stuff.
Hopefully tomorrow it can be a lot better. It would be nice to be in Pilot Mound. We did just have the sound muted from the arena. Shot from the point, and that'll be a goal.
I thought that was a save initially, and I thought the puck was covered up, but yeah, the puck did seem to bounce and trickle through Keane Reed. So, yeah, 8-1 now. There's the score. almost 60 saves on the night, though, for Keane Reid.
Who knows? He still could. He will very well probably get 60 saves on the night.
Yeah, 60 save performance is absolutely unheard of.
And even though there's 8 goals scored against him, I mean, 60 saves in any game, I mean, you got to take that as a goalie individually.
Yeah, I see that as an absolute win for Keane Reid on that one. He should hold his head up high even still, even if he doesn't get 60 saves. Excellent performance for Reid tonight.
No doubt about it, Seth. I mean, 100%. Anytime you're able to do that as a goaltender, pretty rare, but it could definitely happen, and it could happen tonight. Now some lag on the screen. Northern Alberta Xtreme able to get it out. Coming into the zone now. It's going to be a pass intended for a point man that wasn't there in Jason Walia. Now Jason Walia going to carry it in. Getting to the inside. Jason Walia and tie it. His shot. Save made by Reid. Reid another save. We'll get a face-off here, and now the temper's starting to flare a bit here. Understandably so for the Buffaloes.
Yeah, and if you're on Nax, the main thing is when you see that happening, you just want to skate away and just trying to get out of that. You don't want to push the bear even more with the Buffaloes.
Just over a minute left in this hockey game. Northern Alberta Xtreme up 8-1. Another save, another stop made by Keane Reid. Now at 69 shots, so 61 saves for Keane Reid on the night. It's rimmed around, it's into the Buffaloes' possession now, and they're looking to skate it out, and they do in the neutral zone. That pass sent up towards the blue line. Sent in now. And it's sent back into the Buffaloes, into the Northern Alberta Xtreme zone. Northern Alberta Xtreme now looking to potentially get one more chance here late in the game. Number 16, Matthew Bigheady, reversing that puck, and the Buffaloes able to get it out. But of course, Seth, these two teams playing tomorrow here on the network once again back at the same place, Blackjack Stewart Arena, at 1 p.m. So stay tuned for that tomorrow, folks. The second and last game these two teams will play this weekend. Moved to the outside there by number 17 and Zachary Larmore. The Buffaloes looking to get it out. Held the line. Northern Alberta Xtreme did. It's across, a shot wide of the net, and that will do it here from Blackjack Stewart Arena. The final in tonight's matchup, the Northern Alberta Xtreme taking it with a commanding 8-1 lead here from Blackjack Stewart Arena in Pilot Mound, Manitoba. And for the Northern Alberta Xtreme, able to register 69 shots and only give up 5. Almost a perfect hockey game for them in this game, except for that one goal given up.
Yeah, definitely a tough game there for Pilot Mound, but they were able to see some brighter things in third, and they got the first goal of the third period, and it was a good goal indeed. A big scramble in front. Puck may have hit the goalie a few times on the way through, and then the puck finally came out for, I believe it was Wambolt on that one who ended up putting the puck away. But ultimately a big performance by Nax.
We are going to come back and end off tonight's broadcast with a post-game show. Me and Seth Rock, myself, Graham Forsyth, will be back with you after this commercial break. But if you are tuning out now, the Northern Alberta Xtreme taking the first game out of 2 this weekend between the two teams, 8-1 over the Buffaloes. We'll send it to a commercial break and be back after these messages.
Welcome to Pilot Mound Hockey Academy, your world-class academic and hockey training facility created to maximize each student's athletic and academic potential. Blackjack Stewart Arena, home of the Buffalo, is inside the 46,000 square foot complex, as well as a curling rink and other facilities. The students have a unique combination of successful, well-rounded education at Pilot Mound Collegiate Institute and the professional hockey training in an encouraging community. The years of experience of on-ice coaching propel our students to the next level, both mentally and physically, in a professional environment.
And welcome back, folks, to the post-game show here on ASTV Productions. We don't have a camera at this point from the game feed there, but that's okay. I have added in this graphic here the Pilot Mound Hockey Academy post-game show here on ASTV Productions. Of course, PMHA standing for Pilot Mound Hockey Academy, but in tonight's game, it was the Northern Alberta Xtreme taking it 8-1 over the Buffaloes. Seth, just your thoughts first off on this Northern Alberta Xtreme team, everything you thought they'd be coming into the weekend.
Well, seeing as that was the most amount of shots we have seen in the game so far this year, almost 70 on net. But, just an insane game from the first whistle to the last whistle, just utter domination as far as puck control goes. And they had so many times in the offensive zone where they were just moving the puck so well. And they put a lot of pucks on net, and as we saw. But, just an excellent overall game for this next team.
This Northern Alberta Xtreme team was the first place team in the league by 4 points coming into tonight's matchup. They were 22-1 before this. They've extended their record to 23-1 for the Buffaloes. They fall to 5-18 on the season, and now we're on a 6-game losing streak for the Buffaloes. Obviously, getting more opportunity as this game went along after the first period. They only registered 5 shots throughout the last 40 minutes of this game, but resulting in a goal on that goal that they got. Take us through that one, Seth, and talk about what you liked about that play for the Buffaloes to score that.
Yeah, they finally had gotten a puck on the rush play, and I believe it was a 3-on-2 opportunity for Pilot Mound, and able to get a shot through traffic. And I believe there were a few more shots on the play, but I don't think they counted them. And then the puck squirted out right out to the left side, right where I believe it was Wambold who was waiting for it. And he makes no mistake as he put that puck right in the back of the net, and no chance for the Nax goaltender.
Yeah, and for the Buffaloes on that one, like we talked about it in your inside scoop, Seth's inside scoop during the second intermission, it was just when they were getting opportunities to get shots on net in the zone, it came from a good breakout, which they got, ended up getting a clean shot on net. And then there was a bunch of bodies in front for Pilot Mound in the slot area, low slot area, that ended up banging away at it. And getting the final touch on the puck there, I believe you said it was Tyler Wambold.
Yeah, and that's definitely a good sign for the Buffaloes in that third period. They were able to get on the board first and kind of erase that eventual, what would have been an eventual shutout for Nax. And does feel good getting on the board. And Keane Reed, though, excellent performance in that.
Talking about Keane Reed now, obviously getting the loss, but it showed on the scoreboard. I'm not sure if they added any more shots after, but he was able to end up getting 61 saves from what we saw, Seth. I mean, just talk about his performance in tonight's matchup.
Yeah, he was unreal. We made a few comments about him getting supper after the game from his team, but all jokes aside, he was excellent in the game, and he showed no faltering. The whole time he kept his head in the game. He was resilient. He didn't let the goals get to his head, and he kept playing his way, and definitely earned that excellent performance that he just had.
Yeah, and, you'd have to think they're going to Pete Moreau tomorrow. I mean, maybe they go back to Keane Reed, but obviously facing the amount of work he did tonight, you'd have to think that they'd be giving him a well-deserved rest.
Yeah. I definitely think the smarter option would be to go to Pete Moreau, but yeah, I can definitely say Keen Reed's gonna have a good sleep tonight.
Yeah, might sleep like a rock, hey? Like Seth
Yeah,
Rock.
definitely. Like Seth Rock.
This Buffaloes team obviously struggled tonight to keep up. In terms of, winning puck battles down low, winning races to pucks, they did sometimes, but right after they would get possession of the puck, Northern Alberta Xtreme would be right on them. Obviously, Northern Alberta Xtreme cycled the puck extremely well and passed it around extremely well in the Buffaloes' own zone. But for the Buffaloes, what will you take out of this game, knowing that you let up a lot of shots, but you were able to get a goal off of some good things?
Yeah, I think take that away. This is a great team, and this is one of the favorites, I'd say, to go on and win the league. So you were able to get one goal on them, and you kept that third period to a 2-1 score. So I definitely think that is a plus side for Pilot Mound, and going forward, you can use this for some momentum going forward.
Now, obviously, Nax, they both them and Pilot Mound playing at the same time tomorrow. Obviously, playing against each other. Obviously, coming off of a game like this, you got to really like your performance. You would have liked to have more goals, obviously, but Keen Reed was on the top of his game. Even though they had 8 goals, a team like that always going to be looking for more, no matter what the score is. But for Nax, how do you think that they're going to come into tomorrow's game? You think they'll be firing on all cylinders once again, even though they played late at night?
Yeah, I think that's safe to say because Pilot Mound also, they played late too, so I think both teams are going to be equally tired heading into next game. So you could see a little bit more sluggish side from both these teams going into the next game, but I think Nax, we could very well see what we saw today already again tomorrow.
Let's move into, let's talk about this first off. I mean, Nax, we talked about how deep this team was, and they obviously had to, rely on other weapons other than Cole Reshny, who was out for this game, and 2 other players who Glenn Munford, our boss, ended up telling us that they were. Taking a look at it, Reese Hamilton and Liam Bursaw, obviously for the Buffaloes having Carson Carroll's out, but for Nax, first off, before we get into the Buffaloes, obviously didn't really miss those guys in tonight's game, knowing that maybe, those guys like Cole Reshny would have been able to put up a bit more of offense, scoring a bit more goals.
Yeah, definitely those players could have helped, and this score could have been, a lot, could have been even more lopsided. But yeah, they proved that they didn't need those guys tonight, and they had everything. They came out and had it felt like everything was on the line for them because of all the amount of pressure that they were putting on in this game. So yeah, just an excellent game even without those key players, like you said.
Talk about, what you noticed from this Buffaloes team from the absence that they had of Carson Carroll's out of the lineup, one of their best D on the team this season.
Yeah, it's definitely hard when one of your better players is out of the lineup, but the main thing for him is just the main thing for the team, I think, was just trying to fill in that hole of not having Carson Carroll's in the lineup. He is one of the leaders on this team, and it was hard for them to replace him, but they did their best, and I think even with Carson Carroll's in the lineup, I don't think this score changes from what it was.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this Nax team is just so dominant, so powerful, and of course, Carson Carroll's wears the one of the players that wears the A on this year's Buffaloes team. But Gordy Tummelson just texted, and definitely a positive if you are the Buffaloes. You only let in 8 goals this game, which is still a lot, but that's a lot better compared to the 14 they let up last time.
Yeah, no kidding, and I think that's a step in the right direction for this team, and. Yeah, if they ever, I guess I was about to say if they ever play the Buffaloes again, or if they ever play the Knacks again, which they will tomorrow. So I was about to immediately get that wrong. But, going forward, it'll be interesting to see if they can push it down even more in the next game.
let's get into the keys to the game, the players of the game now, Seth. For both sides, I will give mine as well as yours, and I will say that maybe we will have some repeats here, Seth, but let's start off with yours. The player of the game for both the Northern Alberta Xtreme and the Pilot Mound Hockey Academy Buffaloes.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's going to be no secret who we both picked for Pilot Mound, so I will just say Keaton Reed, and we'll go away from that because we've gushed a lot about Keaton Reed today, and he deserved all of that, all of the praise that we were giving him. And for Nax, there was a few players that really impressed me, and I almost went with the one of the bigger, more obvious choices in Hayden Harsani, but I decided to actually go with Braden Klimke, and I thought he was excellent in this game. I don't think he wasn't able to get a goal, but he drove the play lots and was able to get lots of shots on net and played excellent in both ends. And I definitely think he was the leader as far as the leader in the game as far as offense and defense goes.
Well, Seth, last time I know that I took your player of the game for the Buffaloes. No, not for the Buffaloes. I believe it was for Prairie Hockey Academy last time when we talked about them. I picked that. But, you took the exact same players as I was going to say, obviously Keane Reed being an obvious one, but I got to say, man, I'm going to go with the same too, because even though you answered with the same players, that does not change the fact that I thought these were the best players on the ice in terms of, some of the best players on the ice, obviously Keane Reed being the best player on the ice for the Buffaloes tonight, but Klimke from the blue line, it was just so prevalent that this is a guy that gets the puck quite a bit, and a guy that was making a lot happen. Such a dynamic skater out there, a skater with very good edges in tonight's game, and a guy that was creating a lot of offense, whether that be shots from the point or also finding his teammates with solid passes and just an overall solid game from Braden Klimke in tonight's matchup.
Yeah, and you could almost say he did kind of take over for Reese Hamilton as far as the offense goes from the blue line. Reese Hamilton being their most prominent offensive defenseman, obviously being gone, like we had mentioned earlier in the broadcast. He was excellent, Klimke, and he definitely did fit in as that offensive defenseman kind of role today.
Yeah, and Klimke, you look at it, he was a guy that was also, like we talked about how this D was very mobile in tonight's game. He was at the forefront of that, really. Not only just getting shots from down low, but not down low, from up top, but also being able to, step up into the play and, feed his teammates with passes and sometimes also getting shots. So that is going to do it for our post-game show here tonight. Me and Seth were here at our houses for tonight's game, off location, remotely, not remotely, but off location. I'm in Winnipeg right now. Seth is in Morden, and we are going to sign off now. Of course, you can catch Pilot Mound Hockey Academy hockey tomorrow, the U15 Buffaloes in action once again to face off against the Northern Alberta Xtreme here on ASTV. Might be doing it like this again, or might be in Pilot Mound, who knows, but until then, folks, have a wonderful rest of your night. Of course, if you happen to go out on the roads, please stay safe and stay warm out there as well. And have a great night, everybody. Take care. Graham Forsyth and Seth Rock signing off now here on ASTV Productions.